Yo, what up boys? In today's video, we're breaking down an almost perfect Grau solos gameplay. Got you guys with the loadout right here, but what's more important than having the best loadout is knowing how to use it, how to play the game, which rotations to make, how to take fights. If you guys are looking to improve at Warzone, this is the video you want to watch. It's time to get good. I'm going to hit a scav early game. I think that's the play. Because after playing yesterday, cash has been pretty light. So I'm going to try starting off with a scav. I think scavs, starting a game with a scav is going to be really important, especially now in BR. Because like, if anybody's played either yesterday or today, there's not a lot of cash. And so like, I enjoy going and starting with a bounty just so I can get a kill and be aggressive. But I'd rather get my loadout down and, you know, start fighting that way. Also, for any of you guys that don't know, doing contracts gives you more money the more contracts you do. So there's a contract multiplier. So starting off the game with an early contract already kind of gets the ball rolling, and it snowballs into late game to where you'll have a bunch of money. We got one guy landing right in front of us here. So I'm calling out this guy's landed with us. To get this. So I'm going to try and get a gun as soon as I can. The reason I say that is I don't know if this guy's going to contest me. So the very first thing I do is I go for a box, try to get a gun so I can defend myself, defend my house, defend the scav. I might just go push this guy. Yep. So I hear a little bit to my left. I hear enemy dropping into the AO, hear a parachute to my left. That tells me there's a guy that only has a floor loot gun, right? Like we have an AR here. I have an advantage. So I just push. Heard that guy coming back. I knew he wouldn't have a gun, so I pushed over. Free kill. All right, I got a nice little start here. Nice little start here. So I hear footsteps. I usually don't like to push unless I have an SMG. That's kind of what's going through my head right now. Pretty sure he's in here, bro. I don't really have an SMG to fight this, though. Let me call it out. I'm looking for an SMG. I want to fight this. But if this guy has, you know, a C9 and I have a freaking Krig, I hear him open up a box. And the box sounded like... the box was definitely to my right. So I know that now that he's not here, he's for sure in here, right? For sure in here because we heard the box. We checked the top floor. He's not there. It's just process of elimination. Now, here's where I realize I want to try and get first damage, first shots. That's basic 1v1s. Basic 1v1s, you just try to get first damage. Easiest way for me to get first damage, throw C4. Opening damage, use the equipment we got. Here, a guy close. Back up, give myself a little bit of space, plate up. This little Growski here. I'm going to drop this just for movement speed. So we hear this guy running around. We don't know what he's doing. We're just trying to figure out how to play this 1v1. Inside here. Again, the goal is always to try and get first shots. I want to try and hit my scav if I can. But again, I don't have an SMG. Oh, walking you guys through my process here. Above me here. He doesn't end up doing that. He broke glass and must have ran back in. Or he came from the other building. Audio's been kind of chalked. Here. All right. Audio's been kind of chalked. Down. Process of elimination. We're off to a good start. I wish you guys leave a like. We're starting out this morning with our very first game of solos. All right, this is a banger game, dude, over there. All right, so from here, obviously we got a good start. We got 3 kills. We have our scav contract up. We've already hit 1 box. All I'm trying to do right now is get loadout down. For action, but I'm going to stick with the Grau. I'm hearing like ambient sounds that I literally keep thinking I'm hearing footsteps. The ambient sounds that they added to Verdansk are a little too much, I feel like. I don't know if it's just me, but I keep thinking that I'm... So as I want you guys to notice, as I'm working my way towards this scav up here, like if we look up to the left, as I'm working my way towards this scav, I'm kind of keeping an eye on this building. I'm just assuming that there's somebody here always. Like, for example, let's just take this building. Glass not broken, glass not broken, glass not broken, door not open. So that tells me that more likely than not, there's not someone here. We can also do the same thing for these doors. A lot of times when you guys are moving from point A to point B, if you just look around and anticipate fights, you'll be better prepared for when someone actually shoots at you. All right, so I'm just seeing what's looted over here. We got 2,300. I need 6K. Look, when you hear shots, you guys can't see my eyes, but immediately my eyes go up to the minimap. If we look up here, we got 2 guys fairly close to us. So there's one guy, big blue. I know that I'm trying to prioritize my scav contract, but I'm keeping in the back of my head this entire time that someone might rotate over to me, and that comes into play here in a couple seconds. Take a note, there's people fighting to my right. I'm just gonna try and prioritize loadout for now. Yep, little heartbeat, that's huge. I'm so consistent, bro. Literally just reiterated what I just said. So we're gonna let those guys fight it out. We're just trying to get loadout down. fighting Big Blue. See what's in here. 4,100 bucks. They added another door here. Really good start to this game. All right, nothing's pushing me. I'm gonna try and... Nobody should have ghosts at this point. Scav, finish this up. Oh. Big guy landed in. Weird shots. So I know this guy's just regaining. Like, there's no RDBs anymore. There's no PDRs. There's no RDBs. This guy is regaining. You can trust if you hear someone parachuting in, more likely than not, they probably only have a pistol or their gulag gun. Good one, buddy. So that's an easy kill. Not great. Now, if you were the guy, right? Like we had, if we look back up at the minimap, let's switch to red here. We had 2 dots, right? One of those guys won that fight. If he, from his POV, just heard shots, looked up at his minimap and saw a red dot right here, what is this guy going to do? What's he going to do? If there's a guy here, he sees a red dot on his screen over here out in the open, what is he going to do? He's going to come look, right? And so I know that as I'm pushing up this hill, there might be a guy over here somewhere. Shots out of me on the AR. So whoever's Big Blue, yep, I was just about to, yep, literally just called it out. Whoever's Big Blue definitely just saw that. I catch that in the corner of my eye. Got a sniper. Now the way I'm trying to fight this sniper right now is I'm trying to bait shots. I'm just trying to move from point A to point B, reposition. Every time he shoots, I'm just trying to get myself a little bit of an advantage. Get great shots on this guy. I know I'm not gonna be able to finish. And so he's not a threat to me right now because he's like panicking. He's trying to plate. I can't shoot him. And so I use that as an opportunity to reposition and gain a better advantage. Where you going, buddy? Now he's on good cover. He's plated back up. I need to use this car as cover. He's got a really good head glitch right here. A lot of you guys would maybe try and fight this. Like, this is such a low percentage fight right here. Like, look at that. Like, I'm not going to be able... Unless this guy's already broken, like, I'm probably not going to win this fight. He sees my whole body. And so the best bet for me is to bail out of this while he's still got his gun down and try to reposition. I do take a couple shots, but not too much. Put more shots. Again, it's just shoot and move. Shoot and move. Keep applying pressure. Keep applying pressure. Every single time that you break somebody's plates, you put pressure on them. Like, use that as an opportunity to, like, tighten the noose. Like, as a metaphor. Tighten the noose a little bit harder. All that talk, big dog. That guy was talking in prox chat. All that talk. Give me that money. Yep, so now we can get loadout down. By the way, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like. Throw a smoke to protect myself. Right, we don't know if anybody else around us... We don't know if anybody else around us heard that. Have money. Don't really know what I should do right now besides buy plates. So just make sure we're using our money. Up some plates. I throw the loadout by the scav just so I can, you know, really good start so far. Get the scav done. Overkill. What's up, Hunter? If you guys are just joining the stream, make sure to leave a like. Starting off today with some solos. We got the Grau. By the way, there's the loadout for the Grau. I stream Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern. I would love to have you guys stop by sometime. The attachments to the C9. We're recording this live on stream as we speak. Perfect. Yo, this is a great start, man. Right. So the reason I say this is a great start is because we have everything we need. We've already gotten, like, from a high kill gameplay perspective, we already have 5 kills, right? We already have 5 kills. We have a satchel, which is huge, and we have our loadout and perks. Like, literally could not have a better start to a game unless I had more kills. Wow. So I don't think much happens here. Okay, so now we're rotating out of Big Blue area. I talk about why I have my tack knife out. Tack knife gives you unlimited tack sprint. If any of you guys are newer to the game, newer to Verdansk, if you hold your melee button, you can pull out your knife and you will get unlimited tack sprint. In Modern Warfare 2019, the way to get unlimited tack sprint was a slide cancel. You don't have to do that anymore. Just gonna start heading towards this sound. I'm pulling out my knife so I can run fast, obviously. Unlimited tack sprint. So I heard shots up that hill. Shot at, the plan is to throw down a smoke. I heard shots up that hill. I know that when I hear shots up this hill, that's a way for, that's a piece of information, right? Like, I don't have enough money for UAV. We only have $4,600. So when I hear shots, I try to put myself nearer and closer to the action so that I can hear more shots, hear a fight, third party, or use my heartbeat sensor. And that comes into play here. We end up getting a couple kills just because I was like, oh, I hear shots. I don't know if there's people here, but I'm going to go put myself near it because that increases my odds. So we're going to push up here just because I heard shots over here. Yep. Got prox chat. So I'll skip forward just a little bit. On beat. Using our heartbeat. Oh, one on beat. So that heartbeat, the way I lined that heartbeat up, it tells me that there's a guy somewhere ahead of me and that he's not in the building. Try to head that way. So he's not in the building. Yep. I'm going to use that as an opportunity to take the building. Yep. Trying to put myself in a good position here. But then he does take the building. He's close. Good old jump. And you can't see it right now, but I start smiling here because I know that I'm gonna go for an unnecessary jump spot here. This is my building. I love this building. This is like, there's so many ways to cheese people and get up inside these buildings. Right here's a jump spot. Don't hit good shots here. Put the pressure on. I hear him jump out. I just keep the pressure. Keep jumping out. That's easy. My building, bro. Y'all didn't know that's a jump spot right there. So I see a sniper gun here. OG jump spot. I also hear footsteps. I didn't see that sniper gun, actually. Right away, we hear footsteps. And so I put myself on a piece of cover. If he goes left, I know how to play this. If he goes right, I don't know how to play this. I'm just going to play my cover here. Go. Whoa there, pal. That guy was Relax there, buddy. Relax there, buddy. Alright, so now we got money for a UAV. Instead of UAV, how much money do I got? I got enough for something else, but we're going to hang for right now. Let me shut the doors, figure out what's going on. All right, so now we're in a position where we want to figure out where we want to go. I'm just going to go ahead and explain to you what's going through my mind here. So we have, everybody is getting squeezed out of here, right? They have to come over here. And so the thought process I had was, okay, there's a pretty good likelihood that there's one or two guys here, or one or two guys here, and one or two guys here. They're all going to have to rotate towards me, right? Like, they're not going to come over here. They might rotate this way, but the most likely spot I can put myself to pick up a couple kills is TV station, right? So if I clear this, if we look right here, I can just sit on top of TV station and hold anyone else that wants to come in. We're going to have a lot of people rotating in right now. I kind of want to try to... So I'm just working through that in my head. Here. We've already done a parachute over to this guy. I don't know if you guys caught it, but there was a red dot that was on my level. And since I'm a little bit above TV station, that tells me that there's an enemy or a player on top of TV station. Could be a little risky. I'm come up here for a little bit of height, pop UAV, dive, shoot off. Got one guy behind me down here. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. If he runs down the hill, it's an easy kill. I think I'd rather go TV. But I know that I don't want to waste my time, right? Like, we already talked about this. There's going to be people rotating in. Timing is very important here. I want to try to get to TV and control TV as quick as possible. Because if I greed and come over here and kill this guy, then I'm out in the open, and I'm the one rotating out in the open. But if I give up this kill and come over here, I give up one kill, but maybe pick up 2, 3, 4 kills. TV is... And so I don't know how I didn't see this, but he's right here. Underneath down here. I just didn't see him at the time. Oh, he's on my level. Oh, he's a little bit of a misplay by me. I don't know if there's jump spots here. I want to see if they added some jump spots to this. There's no jump spots here. Oh, they did. I could have went here and then up. Oh, that's a misplay. I don't know why I didn't see that. I could literally hit this, and then go up. This is tough. And he wouldn't have expected that. Okay, so now I know. This is why we do. This is exactly why we do breakdowns. This is how I learn these things. Like, people think, like, how did you know that was there? How did you know that guy was there? Why did that player play that way? It's because really, really good players go over their games, or they at least think about their games. He's right on the top of the stairs. So he's heartbeat. We know where this guy's at. I try to sky a smoke. Smoke doesn't land. Sky another smoke. The reason I throw smokes here, A, obviously he won't be able to see me. B, smokes break aim assist. So if you're a keyboard player, this is a huge tip. Smokes break aim assist. I also know that controller player to controller player, I'm going to be better at shooting without aim assist because I literally warm up every day without aim assist than this guy will be. I use the smoke to break aim assist. So I just sky the smoke, time it up with my push, use this as cover. I'm plating. If this guy pushes me, I'm just going to use the cover. And so this guy plays really slow here. I don't know why. I know that I have my gas mask and I don't need to force this. Right? I want to keep my gun up and centered and ready. That's fine. I knew I was safe there. Would have been a lot riskier of a play. Chilling. That guy was too scared. Dodge the spring mines. We'll take that. I wanted to be here because I felt like there was going to be more people rotating in. Yep. And so let's see. Let's just check real quick. All right. The whole reason we came over to TV was to try and be in a power position. Unfortunately, we only get one kill out of this. Not many people rotate this way, but 50-50 chance that there was a couple people that rotated towards me, and I would have been in the best position to capitalize on that. If there's people here. I haven't even used our Grau yet. By the way, if you guys want to see... Here in Sorry, I'm recording chat. I feel like... Let's hit the heartbeat. Oh. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this and you want me to break down your games, I have a coaching program. Link for that is in the description.
No one's near us. That guy's definitely gonna be looking at me. I'm going for the car.
Okay, so I just got sniped. I know that I need to rotate, right? Like, I'm now being held by a sniper. I need to start rotating.
Loot up and see if I can get a little bit of...
We got a little bit of time, so I'm going to try and loot up, make sure I have plates.
All right, this is BR. This isn't Resurgence. If I die...
I think one thing that's going to be a big differentiator between newer players and more experienced players is, like, adapting to the fact that you need to worry about your plates more. So at every opportunity that I have, I'm trying to maximize my plates. Because if you don't have a satchel, you're kind of screwed. And so that's kind of why I stop here. I'm just trying to make sure I have plates. Maybe I can pick up another smoke.
Bueno. Okay. Make sure we have our AR out here. I'd like to try and get loadout if I can.
Making sure I'm moving around. There could be some guy just lingering around here somewhere.
Attachment.
We get precision strike from behind.
Me over here.
I just want to get out.
The car as far away as I can because I don't know where that precision's going. All right.
Okay. And so you guys might not have picked up on that, but... we got a guy that just rotated into this building. And so that's probably the precision guy, but it seems like a little bit of a weird timing. Like, right, he was here, and now all of a sudden he's here. Could be two players.
Guy is going big blue.
Gotta be a little bit careful the way I play this.
This guy's going big blue.
So he's just chilling in here. Get out of the car, play our cover. Now we're in a 50-50 gunfight. 50-50 gunfight. I'm just trying to make sure I get good timing and get first shots here. Slide out, use our movement to get first shots.
I don't know if he was the precision airstrike.
And so right away, like I said, we don't know if there was a guy here. We don't know if this is the same player. And so I'm immediately looking towards this to make sure I'm not getting third party.
Guy though, that's the thing. Take this guy's gas mask.
Right? And so I want to go get loadout right now. That's what I'm thinking. If there was a second player here, he could have rotated this way and be just chilling on this high ground, right? And so these are the kind of things you need to think about. You need to anticipate and predict. You're not always going to be right. It might slow you down a little bit, but somebody that just runs out to their loadout here, if there was a guy here, he's going to kill you, right? So you just need to be aware of that stuff.
To go for car here. I don't have smokes.
This is a pretty big risk here to go for this.
I feel like there's still one guy over here.
Pick up the car. And so rather than like putting myself in this loadout animation where I'm stuck, I try to bait shots, right? Like if there's a loadout camper and I just get immediately hit the loadout, that's what they want me to do, right? Because then they can just get hit free headshots. But if I get on that and then I bait and just kind of jiggle around a little bit, I can see if there's somebody there, which will tell me that I shouldn't take loadout right now.
Attachment Grau.
Just trying to defend myself.
Let's start thinking about doing another contract, maybe. Oh shoot! Hello.
Prime example. Hello. Like if that guy had. If I had just got on my loadout, that guy might have shot me. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Prime example. Okay. And so maybe I was right this whole time. There might have been a second player here, and he just rotated all the way around and just took a bad hold position for the loadout, right? Like if this guy was up here on top of the hill, and I just go hit that loadout, I'm dead.
So he's chasing. Gonna put myself
on. So now we're in a pure 50-50 1v1 gunfight. So let's look up at the map right now. We got... Zone is already moving, I'm pretty sure, right? And so I only have about 15 to 20 seconds to finish this gunfight. What we also need to be thinking about is there could be players here. There could be players here. And so I don't want to take too long, but I also need to play a little bit of defense here. I can't just run straight at this guy and let him pre-aim me. So that's a lot of the stuff that's going through my head here. Just want to explain that over here. Trying to see if I can get good shots. I see a car behind me. I'm like, oh, dude, this is getting hairy. This is getting hairy.
Don't know where this guy is. I gotta hurry.
And so I just decide to try and rotate.
He's straight ahead.
Throw the smoke to cover myself. Come back here to the car. Right, like I'm trying to win the game, not just kill this one player. Keeping the big picture in mind. And so now, this is a good example of like a zone hold. Like we had this guy back here. Could be guys here. This guy is now stuck and having to rotate across. You're gonna hear me say, I haven't played controller with cars much. I haven't driven cars on controller much. If I was on keyboard and mouse back in the day, I just would have seat swapped and killed this guy. But I didn't really, I'm not fluent on cars yet.
Car swap.
Something I'm going to try and practice and learn.
I don't know how to car swap. I'm not super experienced on the cars with controller, to be honest. That's normally something that I would have just confidently chowed with the car swap, but it's fine.
So right away we see a glint.
Got a sniper over here.
Make sure I move, make him miss.
Be careful.
But yes, I want to make him miss. Yes, I want to play a little bit of defense. But look where this guy's at. He's just chilling on the edge of zone, out in the middle of the open. Literally no cover. This guy is stupid for what he just did. Like shooting at a guy that you don't know you're for sure gonna kill. Like granted, he was sniping. Maybe he had the confidence in his gunny, but like the second this guy misses, he's dead, right? And I know that, and so I just hop up on the car and kill him.
He's gonna be stuck by the zone.
Like dead. That's why trigger discipline's important.
This is a really, really good game so far. We got 11.
And also being aware of what's
so
around you is important
here. I need to think about just getting safe right now. I'm not gonna stop for that.
Okay. So this is a little bit unfortunate. I hate fighting downtown. I try to avoid downtown at all costs. And so my options here were to rotate this way or just keep rotating through here. That's just explaining what was going through my head here.
Could look at doing a bounty. I really want to
I do end up having to fight downtown, but I really don't like to.
I really, really, really want to avoid downtown. I don't like downtown at all. If you guys are enjoying this, make sure to leave a like. This is really risky right now.
So the reason I say that is because
this guy right here.
Yep. I hear stuff right away. The reason I say that is because I'm trying to go for a high kill game. If I was just going for the win, I'd probably just avoid downtown.
There's a lot of guys here.
3 guys on the beat. Just trying to figure out how I want to play this. I don't think I can skip ahead here. Yeah, I can't.
So with BR, I think it's really important to try and stack contracts. Make sure you're set up for the late game.
End up getting a super lucky free kill there. Oof. By the way, I'm curious, what do you guys rate the Verdansk update? 1 through 10. Let me know down in the comments.
To hit this real quick though for
me, I think it's like a 9. Okay, so I hit that little armory because smokes are really important.
As long as we get a couple more kills here going into the late game, we can for sure get a 20.
And so I want to break down what I just said there. Right now we have 30 players up with 12 kills. Usually in solos for a video, I at least try to get 20 kills. So we have 12 right now. If I get, let's say 3 to 4 more kills, that puts me at like, let's say 16. I only need to clean up 4 more kills to get a 20 bomb, and I can definitely in the end game get that. Usually in the end game, you're going to get anywhere from like 2 to 5 or 6 kills. And so I'm just kind of just doing the math. If you guys are curious about how to pace for a 20 bomb, I don't need to try and get a 20 bomb in the next 3 seconds. You know what I mean? Like I can get 3, 4, 5 kills here and then just finish out the game and secure the dub and get a 20 bomb.
So I'm going to try and push.
Trying to get high kill games, just letting you into my thought process a little bit there.
Could go for the buy. I'm going to hit the buy. Screw it.
Because we have a fire sale up
the car here,
and I have a lot of money, I want to try and get, equipped.
Got nothing on beat.
I make a mistake here.
Yes, I'm using the baby monitor.
I make a mistake here, and we'll talk about it.
Advanced UAV.
This is a bad habit that I want to fix. So right now, anybody that's new to the game, I'm just going to call this out. If you have a red square around your minimap, that means you're on UAV.
On UAV right now.
So I'm calling that out to myself just to make sure, like when I hit this, I don't die.
I'm gonna throw a smoke.
Throw smoke down. Here's where I make the mistake. I greed for a second UAV. Somehow get out of this.
Oh my god. I greeted for...
Now, think about from this guy's perspective, right? He just ripped me. He's like, oh, this guy's one shot. He just got away. Most times, a lot of players will overchase this. They'll get greedy. They'll do something stupid. And so because I know I'm running tempered, I can punish this. Like almost right away, I'm back to full health when this guy thinks I'm low health, which gives me an advantage here.
He's going to chase.
So I call it out. He's going to chase, pull up my SMG, have good centering, slide out, break his camera, use hip fire. Classic.
My bounty.
That guy thought I was weak. He made a mistake. I punished the mistake with good centering, pre-fire, first shots, the whole 9.
So somebody definitely heard that.
And I live there because of the pre-smoke.
We got a guy pushing.
But I shouldn't have greeted for the extra UAV.
Pushing right over here.
That was dumb.
He's going high ground. I'm going to go high ground. He's on that rooftop. So we got one here, one to our right, one over at that fire hall building. So this guy's roof, we're going to peek it.
So I saw on my UAV there was a guy, and then I hear a slide cancel. And so slide cancel on concrete tells me this guy's out in the open.
Oh. Dude died. Dude died quicker than I could finish him. All right, let's pop another UAV.
I got a lot of money. I might as well use it.
We have one up. I'm gonna buy a self-res.
UAV, self-res. We have gas masks. So I want you to take a look right now. I want you to take a look right now. I am equipped. I have a self-res. I still have my gulag. I have a satchel. I have plates, and I have a gas mask. We're pretty set up for late game. Hindsight mistake. Could have bought some more plates here. Now let's talk about the mini-map. So we got one guy on top bank downtown. That's immediately, like, I'm not fighting that. We got one guy in the ravine down here. That's a, maybe I'll fight that. And one guy over here.
Bridge, right?
So I'm trying to figure out, calculate what I want to do right now.
There's 2 guys. Why are there 3 guys here? What is this? There better not be teamers, right? Oh, they're just in cars.
Okay, and so right away, like, these guys are in cars. We got a guy here. We got a guy here. We got a sniper here. I am in the middle of the open. Right away, I dismiss this. This is like a, I wasted time coming over here. I need to go do something else. Whereas some of you guys, if you're trying to learn how to drop a 20 kill game,
okay, so I can't
you might have just stayed here and hovered too long and wasted your time, wasted your pacing. Immediately right away, I'm like, okay, I just need to do something else. I need to save time, go do something else. Pop another UAV. We got 3 guys. We already talked about this. I'm not fighting that guy. This guy's in a car. My only opportunity to get more kills here, this guy's also in a car, is to come over here, right? So, like, the game makes the decision for me. I'm not fighting any of these players. I'm gonna go fight this guy. I just make the quick decision.
This one guy up on...
This also gets a little hairy.
Going in the building.
And I wish I would have played this better.
That because then I can grab a car. I don't want to fight that guy downtown on a roof.
Make sure the car's not pushing towards me.
Car warfare. I got some smokes if I need to use them.
Yep, car's starting to push towards me. He must have saw me.
I'm just gonna push big green here. No way this guy's pushing me right.
This is a little bit of a risk here.
Don't laser beam me, please.
Good timing on my part. And so this is hairy. We're on UAV. I know there's a guy in here because we saw him on our UAV, and now there's a guy behind me. And so if I get too aggressive here and push up, this guy might hit the jump spot that I just did and hit ladder, right? And so I kind of have to play a little patient here. I can't go push this, and I can't go push this because if I go do one thing, the other person might hear it and use that as an advantage. That's what's going through my mind right now.
One below me.
Face checking to make sure he doesn't push.
One below me, one on ladder. So I just need to defend ladder and door right now.
I just want you guys to know, as a sweaty player, this eats me alive.
2 guys here.
Just like sitting here, I'm trying to get a high kill game. Hear him on concrete down below me. See if I can get a quick kill. Using heartbeat. This sucks. This sucks right here. I got a dead slide. This would have been perfectly fine. I would have got the kill here right away, but I get a freaking dead slide, man. So the reason this happens, if you guys are curious, when you're hitting a side slide, you need to make sure your gun is in attack sprint. And so what I did here was I hit the slide button or my B button before I had enough momentum. And so what ends up happening is I just sit here and crouch right in front of this guy.
No, not the dead slide, bro.
And then I'm a dummy. I anticipate him to push, throw an impact grenade. I got really lucky here. I thought this guy was going to push. And so I pre-impact.
I thought he was going to run through.
But he ends up just being a bot. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this, make sure to leave a like.
I want to give up high ground, though. That's the thing.
And so right now, I'm just trying to process of elimination, figure out where this guy is, right? Like, I came back in here. I shouldered the door. I checked to make sure he's not here. Okay. Now I can go look down again. I can slide down, shoulder the back door. He's not there. Process of elimination. I know what this building looks like on the inside. Now I know where this guy's at. But need to make sure I check ladder.
Taking high ground. All right, so he's definitely underneath me here, behind this thing.
I'm going to shoulder this. Call it out. Yeah, just hide behind that thing.
Chase.
Again, just process of elimination.
This is a tough push.
For whatever reason, this guy pushes outside. And so I know that I can win this fight.
Heard him on the outside.
That was a very greedy, risky play.
The opportunity.
But that guy hopping onto the open, I don't know what he was doing.
We're starting to get in the end game here. There could still be that one guy from the car.
Remembering that that guy in the car could still be here.
I don't know if this guy's still here.
All right, and so now we are getting towards, like, this is like sort of the transition period between the mid game and the end game. I don't have a lot of plates right now. I popped my self-res. I am trying to hit this buy station. That's what's going through my mind right now. Now, a lot of the better players are going to be coming in right now. And so I know that on my way over to the buy station, I'm probably going to run into a couple players, which does end up happening. That's just something you need to think about when you're going for a buy station rotation. What's in between you and the buy station?
I'd like to try and get to a buy. Okay, I got nothing on beat. Just going to try and work our way to the buy. We got 15 with 17. We just want to put ourselves in a good position for the end game. I need to try and get a self-res.
Right? There's a lot of people left in this zone. We have 17 people up with 15 kills. This is what we talked about earlier. If you're trying to get a 20 bomb pace, I'm already in a good spot. Like, if I get 1 or 2 more kills here, and then I win the game, like, let me explain this differently. I get 1 or 2 more kills here, I know that I can now just play for the win. Whereas, like, if I had 12, 11 kills here, I'd have to play balls to the walls, very aggressive to get a 20 bomb. So if you're thinking about 20 bomb pacing, you want to go into the end game with 14 to 16-ish kills.
Maybe a munitions box?
Heartbeat tells me,
like
just like we called out earlier, there's someone here. I know that I'm going to win this fight if this guy peeks again.
Not an RPG, bro. Don't bring back the RPGs. No, I didn't want that. All right, so we got this guy out. Let's go and reload.
That would have been so bad, bro.
All right, so what does this guy have? A ton
Lots
of cash.
Lots of plates.
Somebody definitely saw that.
Now all I need is a self-res.
Because I have more here.
Pop UAV for information. Make sure we're moving around.
There's a guy close.
Got a guy close.
All right,
now everything I need. I have a fresh gas mask. I got a UAV. I have a self-res. I have 8 plates. I have smokes. Now I can just go hunt.
Money we can burn. I'm just going to push this guy.
He runs out. He's going right to left. I'm tracking. Good trigger discipline. Bad weapon swap. I thought that guy was going to push me. I thought he was like coming close to me, so I was just getting ready for the close range fight.
Dead. This guy's on the roof up here.
Roof guy I can't fight.
A little bit hairy.
Like, I'm not going to go fight that roof guy.
An armor box just 'cause I think that's important. Not the precision, bro. To get inside.
So with the Season 3 update, they took away the precision marker. I don't know where that precision's coming from. I'd rather just, rather than like risking it and trying to cross the road, I'd rather just run and get inside.
The roof. I might just try to grab this roof and just put myself in a good position right now. Loot this guy up.
Now this.
Oh my god, bro.
Now, I was moving a lot right there, so me getting laser beamed tells me one of 2 things. Either I'm getting shot at by 2 players, or the player that I'm about to be fighting is very good. Like, when I get ripped like that, that immediately tells me there's a good player. And so I have to play this a little more safe.
Who was that?
Yep. Shoulder check the window. See he's right here. Pull out my AR. Try to get some first shots.
Is a good player.
You hear me call that out right away. He's a good player.
Water AR.
Watching UAV.
Slide child this.
I know that I'm marked, and so that I'm kind of just like baiting him with the marked right now. Like there's a big red diamond above my head right now because he just marked me with tracker. So I'm just trying to put myself in a good position to win this fight. I don't want to be over aggressive. This guy's just chilling on the outside of the building. I want to let him make the mistake here.
He's just gonna chill in the corner. I'm not gonna make a dumb play here. Yeah, he backed off. I'm gonna go height.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw this down.
See a spring mine?
Just so I know if somebody pushes me. That's a good player. I don't want to just like make a dumb, stupid out in the open push. Yep. I can tell just based on the shots and the way he was playing that. So we're gonna go high ground. I really just need to worry about
because I'd be overextending myself.
The other ladder.
And so from this point, I know that I'm in a really powerful position right now. Hindsight probably would have been better for me to have police station than where I'm at right now, but I'm still nonetheless in a good spot. So if we look up here at the map, we're looking at the zone. Everybody that's on the outside is going to have to rotate in towards me. I'm on high ground. They have to either climb a ladder or climb a ladder. That's all they can do to get to me. And so I can just chill here. I'm super safe. I'm super protected. I just want to wait this out a little bit and see what happens with the end game zones.
I don't want to overexpose myself up here. Got 8 players left. Dropping a precision on me.
Guy drops precision on me. I don't know if this is the sweaty player or the kid crouching around down here. As soon as that spring mine goes off, like we've talked about this a lot in this breakdown. When you're in a 1v1 fight, it starts off as a 50-50, right? Like this guy's climbing up the stairs, he drops a precision. It shows him on the map, I'm in a 50-50. The second that spring mine goes off, I know that it's now, let's say a 40-60 in my favor, right? Because like I just took a plate or 2 or 3 off of him. So if I pull out my SMG and get really aggressive, no matter what this guy does, as long as I hit some of my shots, this guy's dead.
Okay, that it was not the same guy.
But that's a timing thing,
Spring
right?
mine helped me out there.
Like if that spring mine goes off and I just am sitting there crouching and I hesitate, I'm like and then I don't do anything. Then he puts on his plates, he's back in the fight. It becomes a 50-50 again. So that's why you got to make quick decisions.
I think that I just died. He heard some shots. I'm gonna go back up top.
That wasn't the Swat player.
There was a guy roof over here.
And so I'm kind of like if we look now in the back of my head, I know the Swat player is somewhere over here still. Because, right, we saw him rotate this way. And so I'm just pointing that out, keeping that in the back of my head.
I gotta be really careful that I don't get headshot sniped. I'm so exposed right here. Realistically, right now, I just want to wait. I could try and go to the buy. Buy would be a huge risk right now, though.
Yep. Evaluating my options. The sweaty player in me wants to hunt for more kills. I have to fight this. And this is going to sound corny, but like there's like a drive in me to want to just like hunt kills and fight people. I just want to play really aggressive here. But for me, this is something that I know will get me killed because we're in the end game. People are going to be playing a lot more ratty. There's 6 more players still up. If I want to win this game, then I have to just sit here and play like a rat. But I don't like to. Just letting you know.
Just want to make sure I don't get headshots.
The whole time I'm here, I'm just like, bro, I don't want to be here, bro. I don't want to be here, bro. I don't want to be here. I have the advantage right now.
So this guy just snuck up the stairs. This is a good player.
But
I have an open rotation I'm going to have to do pretty soon. We got 35 seconds to rotate.
You hearing me call it out in my head. We got 35 seconds to make something happen here, right? Like, I don't have zone. Immediately right away, I know that I have to do an open push. Now, I know how I'm going to do this open push, but I'm about to fight this guy. Everyone else in the zone is going to hear this, and they're going to probably look my direction, right? Like, I already got sniped at. I have to do something soon. If I just sit here and wait for this guy might never climb stairs or ladder, and then maybe he'll try to make a gas play and climb ladder late. Now all of a sudden, I'm fighting for my life trying to rotate. And so this is kind of like a rip the Band-Aid off moment where I know I have to do something, otherwise I'm going to be caught out. I have 35 seconds to make this happen.
Underneath me, bro. I'm out in the open, a sniper shooting. I gotta do something quick here. I had to do that.
Like, that's not something that I want to do,
bro. Because I gotta get the heck out of here. I'm gonna use the building as cover if I can.
A little bit of a risk there for me to just jump straight down.
Huge.
Could get shot in the back here.
Not a fan of this.
There's not a great play here. The whole time I'm pushing up, I'm trying to make sure I'm moving around. I'm not just standing still. I'm not crouching around.
Behind me.
Yep. Get shot at. I thought the shots were coming from over here, which is why I react that way. And then I see this little bubble on my screen, which tells me I need to go. I honestly almost got myself killed because I thought shots were coming from the left.
Yep, that's probably that good player from
me getting laser beamed again tells me that this is that really good player. There was a decision in my head where I was like, do I put myself right here and get this guy out of the game? Like, that was an option for sure. But I decided against it because of here, because of police station, and because of behind me. Like, I don't know if anybody's rotating in behind me. This isn't a very good spot for me to be in, even if I have smoke grenades. So that's going to come into play later because this sweaty player that keeps laser beaming me, he's a pretty good player. Couldn't really get him out here. Even though I know that I could punish this, it could also get me killed, which if I'm trying to go for the win,
I'd like to try and hold him, but I'm just going to prioritize getting inside right now.
Throw spring mines down just so I cover, underneath me.
Just going to clear
immediately cuts off a lane for someone to push me.
Sniper glint.
Just trying to eliminate
across the way
what's in this building.
Shoulder checking. Left. I just want to be the last guy left, so I'm not going to get over greedy here. I know there's that good player still behind me over here.
All right, so now the zone has closed, right? My eyes are currently looking up at the zone right now. I think it's really important, like we talked about timing and pacing. The quicker you make a decision on where you want to go, the better, right? And so if we look at this zone, everybody's going to have to rotate in this way, right? We can just assume there's somebody here. Like, there's just going to be somebody in this building. But what I want to talk about is what is the best place to be in this zone? If you look at this zone right here, where is the best place to be? It's pretty dang obvious where the best position in this zone is, and it's this building right here. Right? Because, like, if I control that building, more than likely everyone else is out in the open and it's just free licks.
And so that's what I try to do. I try to quickly prioritize this building. That rooftop's gonna be huge, man. All right, like we already see people fighting out in the other spot. Pretty sure I saw a sniper glint over there. I'm gonna go for it. I burn a smoke. Just trying to cover myself here. When I push in this building, I have to be ready for a gunfight. Mine. So I'm shoulder checking. Getting ready for a gunfight here. Clearing all the areas. Baiting shots. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just running straight up into this building. So we did hear footsteps up here. That's probably up above me. Clear this room over here. We don't know what's here. I'm trying to take it if I can. Got a good angle to see what's out here. See if I can catch an easy kill. Now, hindsight. Looking back at this game, I didn't know that this is something they added, I'm pretty sure. This little hut right here. On the minimap, it looks a lot smaller than it is. I'm pretty sure there's a door here. Hindsight, I would have grabbed this building. Probably. Now that I know this is here. And so that's an advantage to watching this back. I now just gained map knowledge that there's a cool, newer building here with a door that I could have been protected from everything with. Right? And so that's why we watch stuff back. I might just hold this for now. Because everybody has to rotate. Trying to get first shots. All right, and so that guy immediately, like, I get first shots, and then he comes back, and I strafe over. He gets more shots. Now I know that he has a good opportunity to push because, you know, I don't know this at the time, but I thought that I just lost more than a plate here. And so I'm like, okay, I need to reset this fight. I'm going to jump out the window, put on a plate, play low ground. Shut the door on my way through so I don't get shot. Tried to. Trying to win this game right now. Or trying to win this fight. Trying to get first shots and track better. That's all 1v1s are. Get first shots and track better. So I'm letting this guy come to me. And this guy's a good player. I miss a couple shots here. Try to play aggressive on it. Don't want to play over aggressive on it and get my camera broken. Man, I wish I would have killed that guy. I literally stopped shooting at that guy. Literally just stopped shooting at that guy because I thought I killed him. That's another bad habit that I have. So we got a horrible zone pull here. Horrible zone pull. Absolutely atrocious zone pull. This little bot sitting out in the middle of the open, the most unoptimal play, gets the best zone pull of his life. And so I'm stuck here fighting this guy who's good, this guy who's good, and this little sweat over here is just like, free zone. So that just goes to show you can play as optimally and as best and put yourself in the best position possible for every end game, every zone, but sometimes you just don't get the zone pulls. And if that's not a metaphor for life, I don't know what is. No! Sometimes you just don't get the zone pulls. So the thought process I had right there was the sweat's on my right. I got a guy on cover to my left. I need to, like, I don't have time to plate here. Also, I don't think I have plates here. I need to make something happen. So I just try to ego this guy on the cover.
Got a bad zone pull there.
But, like I said,
that was a great game.
Like I said, just goes to show, no matter how perfect your positioning is, no matter how well you play the game, if you don't get a good zone pull, sometimes you're just screwed and caught out in the open. It is what it is. There's a couple things I could have done different here. If I would have actually fully killed this guy the first time I shot at him and not stopped shooting, I would have been fine. If I didn't burn one of my smokes pushing over to this building, I would have been fine. If I would have cleaned up this guy fighting inside this building a little bit quicker, I would have been fine. So I'm not just blaming the zone, but it also just goes to show sometimes the zone screws you. So it is what it is. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.